I feel like the biggest problem with Xbox right now is that they just don't know how to manage their own studios. And subscribe with the bell notifications. I will keep you in the loop. And guys, check this out. We need to intercept this immediately, man. You're not gonna be able to compute this. My brown went into coma when I first saw this. Can you believe it, guys? Check this out. Phil Spencer uninstalled Redfall after 37 minutes. After 37 minutes. Apparently, as you can see in his live profile, Phil Spencer only played for 37 minutes of Redfall, which raises serious questions about the reasons that led the famous company executive not to dedicate more time to the game. Was it a matter of lack of time? Was he simply not very interested in the game? And guys, this is just insane, man. I just cannot compute this. I went into coma, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you probably are gonna be sent into coma after you hear this, because what the actual F is this, bruh? Like, what the actual bumbleclad is that? You're telling me he couldn't last more than 37 minutes playing his own game? That is absolutely insane. And guys, a lot of people are asking for Phil Spencer's resignation as well. We're gonna be getting into that story as well. There's a lot of clownery going down, guys. Dreamcast guys, Sony ponies, they're shaking, they're doing helicopters with their release, guys. I got my bobble already, okay? So let's actually intercept this real quick. Drop a like, subscribe with the bell notifications. I will keep you in the loops, and check this, guys.
It's time to discuss the Xbox situation, because it seems like fans are in complete panic mode. Even the most dedicated of Microsoft supporters have started to realize maybe it's time to give up on Game Pass.
What?
Let's discuss. What's up, gamers? Dreamcast guy here. Hi, hope you're having a great day. If you could like this video and subscribe if you haven't already.
Fat bump to the bumbleclad always, guys.
Now, I'm actually recording this just a couple hours after Redfall has completely dropped, and it fell like a big ol' wet thud. I released my review that kind of went minorly viral, but a lot of people, it seems like, from major websites to independent reviewers to little tiny indie bits, everybody agrees that Redfall is a complete dud. The game is glitchy, it's unfinished, I mean, honestly, it's so bafflingly bad.
My guy, like, Phil Spencer got caught with his pants down, man. The fact that he couldn't even last more than 37 minutes, that's all you need to know, bro. Like, that is absolutely insane. And guys, this one is gonna knock your socks off, okay? You ready? Let's actually get down into this one, okay? So apparently, Joseph came out. This is absolutely clownery, guys. Understand, this is clownery. I'm rooting for Redfall. Understandable. I see that, okay? I can understand that. It sucks seeing folks share out of context pics and videos to fuel console wars BS. Yeah, okay, I agree. Even if the game is poorly received, we gotta stop hanging on to the aggregate scores as a sign of a good game. Yeah, I do agree with this one, right? Because let's be real. Guys, I know we got some baddies in the background, so smash the like button for that one here. But I do agree with the fact that, you know, nowadays there is one bug and everybody start dropping zeros if the game is, oh, you know what, it's so good. You're like that, people ends up dropping a 10. Either you see 10s out of 10s or you see 0 out of 0 or 0 out of 10. There is never a middle ground. So far, I'm like, yeah, this man is spitting facts, but this is straight up clownery. People spend years on these projects for your entertainment. You don't understand, right? This is how he says, for your entertainment. My guy, money does not grow on trees. Maybe you're an oil prince. Maybe you got mommy and daddy that makes money for your dumbass out there. Maybe you're seeing money coming like a tsunami. But for us, for you guys, for me, money does not grow on trees. We work hard for our money. And quickly after, Mudahar came out, says that, perfectly said, this isn't a charity. Absolutely. If the product is unfinished, you can spend your money on better stuff. New Zelda dropping soon, and tons of indie games with actual innovative gameplay instead of this soulless garbage. Literally just woke up from falling asleep to this trash. I'm having a hard time compute the idea that there are people actually defending this trash, and surely like the streets are absolutely going crazy. People are dropping DDTs, people are going to gang on this homie out there. Now listen, guys, we should not attack the person, but let's attack the ideas, because this is such a clown take on this one.
People are wondering genuinely why Xbox released it in such a broken state, but I actually said this on Twitter. Starfield needs to be the best game ever, or I feel like a lot of people are going to start selling their Xbox. Now, I wasn't expecting this tweet to blow up and actually get so much traction, but what kind of shocked me the most is the amount of people that were straight up saying that...
This is insane, guys. We need to intercept this immediately, okay? Sony ponies, you better not manipulate my comments, okay? Oh, shit! You better not. Yeah. You better not do that. One in the comments only if you're an Xbot. One in the comments if you are gonna sell your Xbox if Starfield is 30 FPS. Two in the comments if you're not gonna sell your Xbox. I want to know your thoughts. And if you're a Sony pony, guys, I know y'all are looking like this. I totally get it. Do helicopters. Go shake, whatever, okay? But listen, man, do not manipulate my voting system, okay? Do not be spamming one like that, okay? I want to know your genuine thoughts, though, because this is truly, as a gamer, man, I know, like, you guys love the fights. I know we all love drama, this and that, but damn, man, when does it stop, bro? When does it stop? This Redfall is making Forspoken look like a masterpiece, and we all know it's not. Forspoken was a disastrous PlayStation game, okay? Some people like it, right? But we all know, facts-wise, it didn't sell that much. Initially, the pre-orders were high in Japan, but then the game just... We all saw the responses from everybody. People were dropping zeros and passing that around like it was nothing. But Redfall, that's a new low, bro. That's a new low. It's making Forspoken look like a masterpiece. It's basically me saying... Because we recently got Modern Warfare 2, right? And Modern Warfare 2 is a good game on paper, but lack of content, the devs being, we ended up getting those friendly UAVs online, friendly UAVs. The fact that the devs priority went into creating that, we're getting no content, just $30 bundles, $20 bundle, microtransactions left and right. Modern Warfare 2 is making Van garbage look like a masterpiece. It's basically that type of situation. Whenever we get a new game, it makes the previous game that people complain about, that people give 0 to 0. It makes the previous game look like a masterpiece. I just cannot compute the idea of... I just cannot compute the idea, bro. My brown ass cannot take it, guys. What else can I say?
They did. There are people selling their Xboxes to get a PlayStation 5. Some people are saying, hey, I've even listed my stuff on eBay. Nobody even wants to buy my Xbox or my accessories. Look at this, man. People literally talking about the fact that, honestly, these acquisitions are the only thing that have stopped them from selling their Xbox Series X. Now, 2023 was supposed to be epic. Just back here in January, they did a big press conference hyping themselves up.
Man, every year is supposed to be epic, and we are never getting any content, bro. Never getting any good game, bro.
I mean, they've been really trying to pound their chests. Last year, obviously, Microsoft had pretty much 0 games. 2022 was one gigantic wasteland of releases. They had like a tiny game called Pentiment, and their early access survival game called Grounded finally released. But during the entirety of 2022, they kept saying, hey, 2023, this is when things get started. But here we are in May, and so far, even by their own checklist, it's not been great. Okay, so Hi-Fi Rush came out, people enjoyed it, but it seems like it didn't really make that much money. This was a lower budget game that really managed to make fans happy, but it wasn't that big blockbuster success that I feel like some people have been craving from Microsoft. Oh yeah, Minecraft.
I feel like that only the indie devs are doing gaming justice. Hi-Fi Rush is not my type of game, but when you got a lot of people saying it's a good game, then surely there's something to do with that, right? Surely that means that the game is genuinely good. It's a niche game. I'm not into it, but a lot of people that played it, that are into it, they're saying it's genuinely a good, fun game. And it's made by who? Indie devs, right? Indie devs are the ones that are creating bangers. But man, what's up with these AAA games, bro? Like Bethesda, come on, damn, son.
Legends came out. I'll be honest, I don't know a single person who played it. Here we have the first actually major crazy game, the big exclusive, the first one in over a year, and it's Redfall, which I gave a 3 out of 10. Undoubtedly, it has been a rough time. Now, Forza's probably going to be pretty dang fantastic. It's always pretty good. But right now, a lot of people are just straight up saying, where are the games? This is stuff that we haven't seen.
It has been 3 years since we've seen or had updates on Fable ever. What? Oh, shit! Yo, hey, cut the cap. Seriously, 3 years? I remember seeing State of Decay, right? I remember seeing Fable. Avowed, I remember. I don't remember Everville. Yeah, I remember Perfect Dark. Yeah, these games, when were they revealed? If he says 3 years, does that mean that these games were revealed E3 never happened in 2020, right? Because of the Roni situation. I don't know though. I feel like that these games were revealed in 2021. Guys, correct me if I'm wrong though.
Seen for 3 years that Microsoft has said is in development. Perfect Dark, Avowed, Everwild, Fable, State of Decay 3.
Yeah.
They have these big fancy graphics. This looks super cool. But look at this. How much of this stuff came out that people don't even discuss? Halo Infinite bombed. Gears of War, that was good, but it's completely dead already. Battletoads came out and it's gone. I mean,
man, I genuinely feel like that Xbox is trying to bank on the idea of this Activision deal, right? Activision Bllizard deal. We obviously gonna have that PlayStation showcase. We're gonna be having that Xbox showcase, and I genuinely feel like that they were banking on the idea of the Activision Bllizard deal. If it goes through, we're gonna be showing everybody that Call of Duty 2023, right? And I know a lot of people are like, hey man, SKizzle, like Call of Duty 2023 is not happening this year. We're not gonna be getting Call of Duty. I've seen so many comments of people saying that, but guys, Activision has already confirmed we are gonna be getting a new Call of Duty game. Initially it was supposed to be a DLC, but 7 multiplayer maps apparently ended up becoming way too big. Activision's words, not mine. It's way too big to be a DLC, so therefore we're gonna make a new game. That's what Activision said, but obviously I'm memeing when I say 7 maps. It's probably gonna have, like, let's be real, like six maps. It's probably, I'm joking around with when I say it's gonna have like 7 maps, but realistically though, it's probably gonna have closer to 10 maps or something like that, and half of those maps are probably gonna be disaster. People are gonna hate those maps, and 2 of them are gonna be somewhat decent, and the rest of the 3 maps will probably be good for search and destroy, but garbage for other modes. But I do believe that Xbox were really banking on the idea that this Activision deal will go through, and we're gonna reveal a lot of Activision games, Bethesda games. Surely they're gonna reveal Starfield, but Activision deal hasn't gone through. So what are they gonna show at the showcase, right? For PlayStation, I guess Spiderman 2. We're gonna have Wolverine. And they said that they are having like 10, it's gonna sound bad because it is bad, but 10 live service games, right? Bruh. So I'm sure they're gonna show some from them, and there might be like 1 or 2 new project. Uncharted is kind of rumored as well, right? Because we saw Uncharted in that ad. I'm not sure if you guys saw that or not, but we had Nathan Drake's daughter, a strong, independent queen. We actually had her showing up. A lot of people are assuming that's Nathan Drake's daughter. It can be someone else though, for sure. But I wouldn't be surprised if they reveal Uncharted. And guys, I deadass forgot about Deviation games. Oh, shit. Like, look at that. We got this many games. That is gonna be crazy. And surely Deviation games gotta show something brand new. PlayStation at least gonna have 3 or 4 big titles. The rest will be third-party and indie titles. And if Rockstar drops that GTA 6 trailer, then it's kind of like over. But we know that's never gonna happen. We're probably not gonna be alive to see GTA 6 trailer though.
It just feels weird that a lot of the stuff is outdated and it's just wishful logos on the checklist. But I actually find it people just sort of spitballing the fact that it's still baffling that it feels like Microsoft is doing...
Holy, like Destin is saying that, and Destin runs a bot channel. So honestly, with the state of Redfall is in, I'm very worried about Starfield. Damn.
No quality control. This is an actual statement from Phil Spencer from last year, exactly 1 year ago, and he said this. Damn. He's talking about delaying Redfall, delaying some of their games to try and make sure they are better quality, and he said, you know what, it sucks, these are hard decisions to make, but we want to delay...
Oh shit! What? They delayed Redfall, and Phil Spencer was saying these decisions are hard on the teams? Bruh, the game still came out and he only played for 37 minutes, bro. Holy.
For quality and consistency, because that's what's expected. Well, clearly, he knew this game was busted. If this game is in such a poor state now in May of 2023, in May of 2022, I mean, this game was probably literally unplayable. The fact that Phil Spencer is trying to act like this was for the greater good, they knew this game was absolutely busted, and now...
It was at this moment they knew they...
These are the people directly in charge of Starfield. I think, honestly, these Xbox YouTubers saying they're worried, I think is very justified. A lot of people are saying, hey, it's not fair to Todd Howard and the Bethesda team, but everything is riding on this game. If Starfield fails, the Xbox is going to completely crash in 2023. If it stumbles or disappoints in any way, let's just say I'll be curious if Satya Natia, this guy, I'm so bad at pronouncing his name, and I apologize for that.
Yeah, Satya Nutella, right? Like, bruh. But man, the fact of the matter here is this, right? Guys, like, honest to God, bro. It shouldn't be like this. It's always like this in the Call of Duty scene, right? Like, Infinity War, Infinity War shies on the bed, right? With Modern Warfare 2, it's up to Treyarch. It's always is up to Treyarch in Call of Duty to save Call of Duty. It's always up to that. And it's kind of like the same thing, right? Every Xbox studio is effing up, and now it is up to Todd Howard and Bethesda and Starfield to carry Xbox. And if I'm not wrong, apparently Todd Howard, you guys have been saying that in my comment section, so I'm sourcing you guys. I could be wrong, okay, but I'm trusting you guys when you say this. I've read comments and people are saying that Todd Howard has been caught saying 30 FPS is actually good. Oh shit! Bro, if Starfield is 30 FPS, then bro, it is over, dude. It is over. It's not like over though, bruh. But it's over. You know, like, minimum it should be 60 FPS. And knowing the fact that Xbox has boasted that it's got 12 teraflops, most powerful console on the planet, bruh. Right? Guys, if you guys cannot do 60 FPS, just let us know. Just let the people know. Just let the people know, bro, at this point.
That this is the guy who's the head of Microsoft right now, takes any action at the leadership level. I do believe, and a lot of people have been talking about this, I do think that Phil Spencer is going to be fired. I think Phil Spencer has been the head of Xbox, and he's talked a big game about the power of Game Pass.
Guys, check this out, right? So, everybody is calling for Phil Spencer resignation. Jess Corden came out, says, sorry, but people calling for Phil Spencer resignation are way out of their depth. Xbox is having record quarters repeatedly under his leadership. Is everything perfect? Obviously not, but please get some perspective. And I want to know your thoughts on this story real quick, right? Because a lot of people are calling for his resignation, though. That is absolutely insane, man. I never thought that would be I would see that day, because realistically though, right? He is better, for some people probably not, but in my eyes, he is better than the last leader that Xbox had. Because during Xbox One, man, Xbox was completely in the gutter, bro. Right now, the situation is not the best, but just, you know, 2 months ago, kind of, it was a little bit better, right? It was a little bit better. With Redfall right now, bro, like, it's kind of like in the same phase, but I would still beg to differ. I would still argue that Phil Spencer has made some good decisions for Xbox. It's not for everybody. Game Pass is not for everybody. Game Pass is a good model, but right now the interesting question, and everybody's questioning this, and myself included, and rightfully so if you are questioning too, that Game Pass, let's be real, objectively on its own, $15 a month, you get hundreds and hundreds of games. It's a very good model, but is Game Pass really sustainable? Does that mean that if you have Xbox Game Pass, does that mean that it's gonna lower AAA game quality? I guess, because we just saw what they did with Redfall. It's a Game Pass game. Had it been that it was not on Game Pass, they would have probably strived hard to drop that game at 60 FPS, make sure there were less bugs, because no games ever is gonna have bug free, let's be real. But they probably would have tried to drop this game with 60 FPS. They probably would have dropped this game with a little bit of quality, so they could have get people $70. But the fact that it is on Game Pass, they didn't even try, bro. They didn't even try. That is absolutely insane.
Day and date releases, retro games getting boosted, but for all of his very big smiles and cool t-shirts and stuff, Phil Spencer definitely has not delivered on the promise of the future of Xbox. But that's why one of the most interesting tweets I saw was actually this guy. Ryan McCaffrey is a very, very dedicated, decades-long super fan of the Xbox. He runs one of the biggest Xbox podcasts on the freaking planet, and I don't mean that as an insult. I'm just saying that this is a guy that has a good memory, a good track record of how great Xbox used to be. And he said this: the Xbox 360 glory days were long enough ago that there's an entire generation of gamers who weren't even alive or too young for it. It's never been cool to them like it was to us.
Yeah,
if you're Microsoft, that's a really big problem to overcome. Only A+ games can fix it.
I always said this, and I always will, man. PS3 and Xbox 360 days were the glory days. They were probably the best time for gamers, right? If you never played those games, you're probably never gonna understand. If you were not alive or you were not around that era, you're not gonna understand, because right now they are just producing trash after trash. Redfall, what Xbox is doing, is making Forspoken look like a masterpiece. I never thought I'll say this, but guys, this is the only game that will save us. We got brand new leaks for GTA 6. Click on this video on the screen. On the left though, this is on my second channel, guys. Check these videos out, guys, and I will see you right there.